wardrobe hat trick, Duchess changes into her third outfit of the day after arriving in Ireland in a green Givenchy dress, as she and Harry attend a glittering garden party in the Irish capital. She's had a hectic day, commencing with RAF centenary celebrations in London before jetting to Dublin for her first official overseas visit, but the Duchess of Sussex managed to keep the style stakes high with 3 outfit changes. Meghan, 36, was wearing a green Givenchy top and pencil skirt for her arrival in the Irish capital, but changed into a chic black midi dress by Amelia Wickstead with a square neckline for a garden party at the residence of the British ambassador to Ireland. She accessorized with a simple black Givenchy clutch and mahogany drop earrings with paved diamonds by her favorite jewelry brand Birks. Earlier in the day, she wore an achingly stylish black-fitting Fleur d'Or dress to a Thanksgiving ceremony for the RAF at Westminster Abbey. Following a meeting with the Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar, the couple rounded off their first evening in Ireland at the garden party at Glencairn House, where Prince Harry made a warm speech to guests, and even tried out a few words in the Irish language. Standing here with you on this beautiful evening, it is easy to see why Ireland has such a special place in the hearts of my family and indeed all those who come here, he said. We are so pleased to be here, for our first official international visit together as a married couple, and we hope it will be the first of many. He added, I have the greatest confidence that the friendship, collaboration and mutual understanding that our two countries have built up over the years will endure and it will grow. For this evening's garden party, Meghan looked radiant, despite a long day of engagements involving 3 different outfits and hairstyles. She wore her hair down in loose waves after arriving in Ireland with her locks styled in a side bun, and accessorized with a simple black Givenchy clutch and mahogany drop earrings with paved diamonds by her favorite jewelry brand Birks. Earlier this evening, Irish Prime Minister Leo Varadkar rolled out the red carpet for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex as the royal newlyweds made their first official overseas visit as a married couple to the Republic of Ireland. The pair were greeted by the Taoiseach at Dublin's government buildings, the Irish equivalent of 10 Downing Street, where they were shown a plaque laid by Harry's great-great-great-grandfather King Edward VII in 1904. Then known as King of Great Britain and Ireland, he laid the foundation stone for what was originally the Royal College of Science before the impressive building became occupied by the new Irish Free State government from 1922. Despite the federal political atmosphere reaching fever pitch at home, Brexit chat appeared off the menu, in public at least, as ministers were reportedly told not to mention the referendum, according to the Irish press. Mr. Varadkar had vowed to roll out the red carpet to welcome Harry and Meghan and greeted them warmly with a handshake after they pulled up to the historic building in the capital's Merrion Street just after 6 p.m. in a chauffeur-driven blue Range Rover. Then unseasonably warm weather appeared to be an immediate topic of conversation as Mr. Varadkar pointed out the parched brown grass around the fountain at the front of the Parliament. Ireland is officially in drought, having not had any rain for 3 weeks. The longest heatwave since the famously scorching summer of 1976. The couple were then shown inside to view a stained glass window representing the 4 provinces of Ireland, Leinster, Munster, Connaught and Ulster, which prompted a quick chat about the rugby. Former Sports Minister Mr. Varadkar asked rugby fan Harry if he had watched the England vs Ireland game, to which he replied, "Which one?" The couple turned to wave at iPhone-wielding well-wishers who gathered behind a rope in a sealed-off corridor to catch a coveted glimpse. They were then taken to Mr. Varadkar's private offices, where they were introduced to a number of employees, including 18-year-old intern Tabitha Owen, from London, who is on a short summer secondment before starting a PPE degree at Oxford in September. "You are really busy?" asked Harry. "What time do you normally knock off?" "Not until very late." "Ah." Referencing the student's connection to the UK, Mr. Varadkar told the couple his big sister worked at Great Ormond Street Hospital. Dressed in an emerald green Givenchy dress, Meghan seemed more au fait with the agenda than her husband, reminding him that now it was time to sign the visitor's book. After briefly discussing who should sign first, Harry picked up the fountain pen. "Signing simply, Harry," the Duke joked. "I never sign big enough." Then when Meghan, a former calligrapher, signed her name with a flourish, he added, Yours is much nicer than mine." Sitting down for private talks with Mr. Radkar, the Taoiseach asked whether the couple would have any private time during their whistle-stop tour of Dublin. "It's just business really," Harry replied. According to sources, the Taoiseach and Prince Harry discussed the possibility of the Irish Defence Forces participating in the Invictus Games during their private meeting. The Games, which were created by the Prince, offer an opportunity for wounded, injured or sick armed services personnel to take part in sports including wheelchair basketball and indoor rowing. It was noted that other countries which limit their military activities to peacekeeping have taken part in past. The Duchess told the Taoiseach that she is an honor member of the Philosophical Society in Trinity College, and it was noted that she studied at NWU Chicago where Mr. Radkar's partner Dr. Matt Barrett works at the University Hospital. Prince Harry mentioned on several occasions how much his father, Charles, enjoys visiting Ireland. He also asked about the housing and homelessness crisis facing the country. The Duke was also very interested in our tech industry, and the Duchess has an interest in encouraging women taking up STEM subjects, the source said. Around 10 minutes later they re-emerged into the Dublin sun with Prince Harry repeatedly saying thank you, as he made his way to a waiting car. Earlier Mr. Radkar said the royal visit, the first official overseas trip undertaken by the couple since their Windsor wedding last May, was very significant and underlined the importance of Anglo-Irish relations. "I am really looking forward to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle coming to Dublin, and I think they are going to be made very welcome," the Taoiseach said. "It is the first visit they will have made overseas since they got married, and even though they haven't officially visited Ireland before, I think they are going to be extremely welcome and I look forward to welcoming them." On a previous visit to Ireland in 2013, former actress Meghan visited the Guinness storehouse where she learned to pour a pint of Guinness in front of the press. The royal visit follows on from Prince Charles and his wife, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall's trip to Cork and Kerry last month. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have arrived in Dublin on their first foreign tour as a married couple as the government looks to use the royals' soft power to bolster a post-Brexit relationship. The newlyweds flew in from London by private jet after attending events to mark the centenary of the RAF at Buckingham Palace. Aides said the couple had been officially approved to charter a plane rather than take a regular scheduled flight. The couple have an entourage of 11 with them, including a hairdresser and a personal assistant, which are being paid for privately according to Kensington Palace. A smiling Harry was the first to step off the jet, followed by Meghan in an appropriately forest green outfit by Givenchy, the same designer behind her wedding dress. Waiting to greet them at the bottom of the plane's steps was Britain's ambassador to Ireland Robin Barnett, his partner Agnieszka Kepka and senior officials from the British Embassy. The Duke and Duchess looked relaxed as they made their way down the steps and shook the hands of the waiting officials in turn, before being led to their car at the head of a motorcade. Nearby 9 Garda motorbike outriders were waiting to escort the couple to a meeting with Ireland's Taoiseach Leo Varadkar. As their car pulled away, Harry, looking smart in a suit, shirt and tie, smiled at the ranks of journalists, photographers and cameramen capturing the moment and waved at them. Harry and Meghan's first visit abroad on behalf of the UK government will see them take in a Gaelic sports festival at Croke Park, attend a summer garden party at the British ambassador's residence and visit Trinity College during 10 engagements over 24 hours in the Irish capital. The trip has been designed to promote good diplomatic relations with Ireland, with Brexit sure to be high on their agenda. It is the latest in a series of foreign trips the royal family have made to European Union member states in the wake of Britain's impending exit from the bloc. The soft diplomacy the monarchy employs is used to renew and strengthen relationships with countries even as Britain breaks away from the EU. Ireland's Taoiseach Leo Varadkar are formally welcoming the couple, who will enjoy a summer garden party at Glencairn, the official residence of Britain's ambassador to Ireland Robin Barnett. Prince Harry will speak at the event, where guests will include people from across Ireland's arts, sports, military and social enterprise sectors. The couple's entourage includes Harry and Meghan's private secretary, Elaine Fox, their assistant private secretary, Amy Pickerill, and the Prince's special advisor on foreign issues, Sir David Manning. It also includes their communications secretary Jason Knopf, A further 3 press officers including their own social media PR, a program coordinator, a PA, an orderly and a hairdresser, who is being paid for privately. The trip to Dublin is not the first time the couple have been away since their May 19th wedding. They slipped away unnoticed for their honeymoon and the destination for the traditional break has remained under wraps for now. Over the coming days the couple will meet the people of Dublin and will visit organisations which are central to Irish life. They will attend the Gaelic Sports Festival at Croke Park, the home of the Gaelic Athletic Association, to watch youngsters taking part in sporting activities. Meghan and Harry will also learn about Ireland's culture and heritage, including a visit to Trinity College where they will see the Book of Kells, one of Ireland's greatest cultural treasures. The Duke and Duchess will also have a moment for reflection at the Famine Memorial, before visiting EPIC, the Irish Emigration Museum, telling the story of the 10 million Irish who have emigrated across the world. The royal couple will also learn more about the bright future of Ireland during their time in Dublin, with a visit to Dogpatch Labs, a co-working space for technology startups. Harry and Meghan will meet children and young people taking part in free coding workshops, and will also have the opportunity to talk to female tech entrepreneurs. A new hairdo for Dublin. Meghan unveils a twist on her go-to style as she arrives in Ireland with a side bun and centre parting, by Saoirse Brennan from Mail Online. She's recently abandoned her beloved messy bun in favour of a more sleek and formal updo, and today the Duchess of Sussex debuted a new twist on the look. Stepping off the place in Dublin for her first official overseas visit with Harry, Meghan showed off a neat side bun with a side parting. It was a departure from the more severe style she's worn on several occasions, with hair swept to the back of her head with her hair parted down the middle. Celebrity hairdresser James Johnson told Female, "The changing of a parting can alter your whole style, instantly." By keeping the side bun low and opposite, she's kept the symmetry in her look. This helps keep the over-style elegant, yet with a slight twist, making the hair a focal point. By keeping the hair balanced, Meghan's created a formal, more structured style, ideal for any royal appearance. Switching up the parting can create more dimension for any look, perfect for a plain outfit like Meghan has on here, giving the whole look more personality. The Duchess also showed off her prowess at literal dressing, wearing a top and pencil skirt by Givenchy in forest green, in a nod to the color closely associated with the Emerald Isle, and she carried a £475 stand tote bag by Strutberry, the small Scottish brand whose designs Meghan has previously caused to sell out. This engagement is likely to be of particular interest to the Duchess, who has been outspoken on the topic of female empowerment. It's been a busy time for the newlyweds, who kicked off the week by attending Prince Louis' christening at St. James's Palace on Monday. Earlier today, they joined fellow members of the royal family for service to mark 100 years of the RAF at Westminster Abbey, followed by a flypast at Buckingham Palace. Finding her royal feet. Meghan puts on a confident display on the Buckingham Palace balcony 1 month after her nervous debut at Trooping the Colour. She's less than 2 months into her role as the Duchess of Sussex, but today Meghan Markle proved she's finding her feet during celebrations for the RAF centenary. The former Suits star looked poised and confident as she joined the royal family on the balcony at Buckingham Palace for the flypast, which saw the largest concentration of military aircraft in recent memory form in the skies above London to commemorate the milestone. The Queen, 92, looked up in wonder at the aeronautical display, which celebrated the history of the RAF and featured the return of Second World War aircraft including the Spitfires and Lancaster bombers, and followed a service of thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey earlier today. She was joined on the balcony by her sons, Prince Charles and Prince Andrew, the Duchess of Cornwall and the Fab Four, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But tellingly, it was the Duchess stood in pride of place alongside Her Majesty, who is these days usually flanked by one of her sons in the absence of the Duke of Edinburgh. It was a sharp contrast with Meghan's balcony debut at Trooping the Colour exactly 1 month ago on 10th June, when the retired actress was seen looking to her husband for reassurance and nervously fidgeted with her hair. And she did her best to blend into the background, standing behind the Duchess of Cambridge and sticking close to Harry's side. At the time, A lip-reading expert claimed to Mirror Online that Harry asked his wife if she was okay during a private exchange between the newlyweds, to which she anxiously responded, "Yeah." A short while later, Meghan appeared to admit she was feeling nervous as she made her balcony debut in front of huge crowds who had gathered on the mall to catch a glimpse of the royals. Moments later, referring to the Red Arrows display, the prince signaled to Meghan that she needed to look up during the fly past. "Then there's the fly past and then we all look up to the sky," he said. During today's fly past, some 100 jets, helicopters and aeroplanes roared over central London, much to the delight of the thousands who gathered to watch the spectacle from below. Police estimate between 65,000 and 70,000 people line the streets. The royals looked to the skies as aircraft roared overhead, including the RAF's new cutting-edge stealth fighter F-35 jets, in what was their first ever public appearance. The display also featured helicopters including the Puma, Chinook, Juno, and Jupiter. Prince George, 4, and Princess Charlotte, 3, were not on the balcony but could be seen watching the spectacle from a palace window. "It brought tears to my eyes to see those planes go through the sky. I'm so pleased we're still able to put that many planes in the air," he said after watching from the mall. The crowd in the mall watched agog as first the helicopters, then the light aircraft, the transport planes and finally the Red Arrows flew over. Groups of school children stood open-mouthed while visitors munched happily on their picnics and champagne corks popped. After the red, white and blue Red Arrows display, the crowd erupted into applause as the Queen looked on from the balcony at Buckingham Palace. Prior to the fly past, the royals watched as the Queen and Prince Charles presented a new Queen's colour to the RAF in the forecourt of Buckingham Palace. The monarch also made a brief speech praising the tenacity, skill and gallantry of the RAF. She said, "Presenting the Royal Air Force with a new Queen's colour provides an opportunity to congratulate the service for your remarkable contribution to defence over the last 100 years. Tenacity, skill and gallantry have been your hallmarks, as you have helped to safeguard freedom and security in many parts of the world. I remember the Battle of Britain being fought in the skies above us, and we shall never forget the courage and sacrifice of that time." In 1918, my father, King George VI, served alongside one of the service's founders, Lord Trenchard, before becoming the first of my family to qualify as a Royal Air Force pilot. That family tradition continues to this day. The Duke of Edinburgh, the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge have all earned their wings, and wear them with great pride. The Royal Air Force has won a place in the heart of our nation, and I wish all ranks, past and present, together with your families, every good fortune for your second century of service. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge appeared in excellent spirits throughout the engagement and could be seen sharing a light-hearted moment together. Today also saw several moments where Prince William, 36, was seen joking with his sister-in-law the Duchess of Sussex, reflecting the close bond between the pair. Earlier the family attended a service of thanksgiving at Westminster Abbey, a day after attending Prince Louis' christening, at St. James's Palace, attended by Harry, Meghan, Charles, Camilla and the Middletons. But the Queen and Prince Philip were not there because of a busy week for the 92-year-old monarch, including Trump's 3-day visit to the UK from Thursday.